And the CO said to me, "No wearing sweatpants." I said, "Okay, I'll take them off right now." He said, "Okay." But I thought it was okay to go into the bathroom. And when I came out 10 minutes later, he said, "I told you to take the sweatpants off."
Here we go.
A sentence of 10 years, execution suspended after 3 years jail with 5 years probation to follow for risk of injury to a child and intimidating, bias, bigotry. Third, damage. As of today, records reflect a parole eligibility date of June 7th, 2025 at 50%. There's no victim input in this case. There is an offender accountability plan for the offender. It has been reviewed and shows the offender has completed tier 2 to date. And the recovery
and that's a drug program
utilizing the statewide collaborative offender risk evaluation system. The offender overall score on the SRT falls within the moderate range of risk for recidivism. Mr. Zarrell, this is your opportunity to express to the court why you should be granted parole. You may begin, sir.
Okay. I think I should be granted parole because I prepared myself to be out in society again. I'm not under the influence of drugs. Drugs always played a big influence in my life. I'm away from New York City, which is where I was doing drugs and everything. I'm away from bad influence people that I had before, and I prepared myself. I'm in barbering. I'm in GD courses. I'm preparing myself for outside. I have my whole family that would be supporting me now. I would be living with my father. He would be helping me get back on track. I have family who are willing to help me with work while I continue school. And I've changed these 15 months a year. I really changed as a person, as a man. And I'm ready for a new life and a new chapter in my life. And also have a lot of support. I have all my sisters willing to help me, my mom, my father, and I'm rehabilitated. I never really had a chance to dedicate myself to build a life because I've always been influenced in drugs. I was under the influence of drugs for at least 12 years. And I didn't know how to get out of it. And now I completed tier 2, which I've learned that seeking help is not bad, and it's not, I was always ashamed of accepting the things that I was doing wrong. I was very ashamed of my life. And I know that I scared my neighbors a lot. I mean, if I put myself in their shoes, I would have been very afraid like they were. I would have been freaking out. And I totally understand their situation.
To get 10 years though? You must have done something serious.
My actions is no excuse for what I did to them. But when I realized what I did, I was already in a mental health unit, and instead of a mental health unit, when I woke up, I was like, where am I? What happened? What did I do? I had no idea that I did what I did. And that is bad. I'm very ashamed of that, and I'm very remorseful for what I did to them. But I build a structure now for when I get out to society to be a good influence to society and not something bad for society, you know.
Okay, Mr. Hill, we have
I don't know
for you.
though. On a 10 years, only doing 15 months. I don't know if it's enough. Something so serious like that? No.
But you didn't really. I didn't hear an apology, really. I mean, what's the victims
Yeah, me either.
here today? You said some awful things, sir. I mean, what would you say to them if they were listening now?
That I'm very sorry from deep in my heart. I wish I could apologize to them and give them a hug and say I'm very sorry for what I did to you.
They don't want to hug you.
I feel bad for what I did. I mean, it's heartbreaking what I did. I would give them a hug and apologize and say I'm very sorry, and if there's anything I can do to make them see me as different, you know, to have them forgive me.
Just don't do it again. Actually change.
All right. Well, thank you for doing that. Yeah, we went through the documents. We understand what was going on in your life at the time. before we get started, I just caution you, sir, that's being live streamed, so some of the things, when we start getting into your mental health and things, there's just no need. We've read all the documents, we know what was going on, so you don't really need to get into specifics about that part of things, okay?
Yeah, we know.
We're all going to take turns asking questions, then we'll deliberate, give you our answer. You know, remember, Rodriguez is going to start with the question.
Deliberation, no hesitation, baby.
Comment on, and I appreciate that in your opening statement you did talk about your regrets and your remorse around what happened, because it must have been a frightening situation.
Yes.
For those individuals. I can't imagine
Yes.
that, and I'm glad that you acknowledged that. And I would just, let's talk a little bit about the programs that you've taken, because you did Tier 2, which is a very positive thing. It's going to help you. Is that what connected you to your recovery
Tier 2
coach?
drug program again, like I
So,
said.
sorry?
Is the Tier 2 program what connected you to the recovery coach opportunity?
Oh, recovery coach, good.
Yes. Yes.
Tell me about that. Tell me about that connection. Tell me about that connection. What your plans are around that, and how that fits in with a relapse.
Yes, well, Recovery Coach is a great program because it teaches you everything
It is.
in order to stay on track.
I'll give you a schedule
you've done
too.
drugs for so long and you feel you're at a point that you can rehabilitate somebody else and you can advise somebody else and based on your experiences. That is very rewarding and
You gotta take care of you first, though,
it
buddy.
depends on you a lot in your heart how good you want to live life from now on. And how much is in your heart to be willing and want to be helping people. And that is a major thing that I'm looking forward to, is on helping people. And helping people would make me a better person as well, a better man. And it would definitely make me stay on track. And I'm done with the drugs. I'm tired. I was tired of that life where I was on drugs. And this for me it's a blessing because I'm sober and clean, you know.
That's
and
good.
I'm fresh. And being a recovery coach, they make you practice it as a recovery and as a coach. You know, there's trainings.
Yeah, it makes sense.
There's, like we did last week, there was 5 people that were acting as recoveries and other people acting as the coaches. And you go through questions and answers as a recovery and as a training. And that you learn a lot. It sounds
like you're really picking it up.
Yes, it's amazing.
Have you spoken about getting a sponsor on the outside?
Yes, they provide me with information. They give me professional cards and numbers, where to call when I get outside, and I'm automatically being in the program when I get outside because if you want, it's like if you go to college, you do master's semesters. Well, this is the same. You can do 2 more steps to proficient yourself more as mental rehabilitation besides just drug rehabilitation. And I'm really enrolled in that.
Mental health is very important.
Yes.
That's very positive.
Yes.
You were taking barbering school?
Yes, I'm in
Bob,
barbering
good.
school.
How far along are you on that?
I've been in since January.
You get a certificate for that, or
I
you have a license?
Well, it's 12 chapters, and we're at chapter 6. Next week we're gonna be on chapter 6, and we took tests for the first 5 chapters. And I'm getting certificates for that. The teacher is printing them out. He's waiting for a verdict, the principal to sign them. And
Is your thinking that if you get out, you're going to continue that?
Of course, yeah. I mean, it's a very expensive class. It's a very expensive program to take outside. It's like $5,000. And
Might as well take it in there then. Good.
Continue outside for free. So why would I not take advantage of
Facts.
that? And it's great. I like it.
Yeah.
Yes, I like it.
And I see you have, you did get 1 ticket in May of last year.
Yes, I was wearing sweatpants. Yes. I was sleeping. I woke up and I walked to the bathroom. The bathroom is here, and the bubble is in the wall that separates east and west bathroom. And the CO said to me, no wearing sweatpants. I said, okay, I'll take them off right now. He said, okay. But I thought it was okay to go into the bathroom. And when I came out 10 minutes later, he said, I told you to take the sweatpants off. And he got me the ticket. Yes, he got me the ticket.
Now, you have no prior arrest, you have no prior release training, so none of that, which is a very positive, that's a very positive thing.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Is there any other kind of program that you think is critical for you or important for you at this point, except for anything dealing with your mental health?
I asked the counselor what programs could I enroll in, and he said, I recommend you to do tier 2, that's on your RAP, get a job or school. I said, and well, or you work or you go to school. And work is, work is considered, school is considered same as work because they pay you $1 per day. So I enrolled in school, and because if it's not on your OIP, you cannot enroll in programs. But the program that I could enroll, that I was looking forward to do a lot, it was C-Card. And when I tried getting a C-Card, they said, no, you got to complete tier 2. And I was like, I'm on the waiting list for tier 2. So once I completed tier 2, I got a C-Card.
Okay. It's a good program.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's a good program.
Yeah.
You sound pretty good today.
Thank you very much.
You don't sound like the person that I read about.
Yes.
That's good.
I can't believe
It's all about rehabilitation.
I did that act that day, the act that I did. I can't believe it. It's not who I am. It was drugs in my system. I was
Okay.
I was in a very bad stage. I believe it's called schizophrenic and hallucinated.
You were doing crystal meth?
Yes, you hallucinate a lot.
Yeah, that's not a good one.
And I'm so ashamed of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't have a lot more questions for you today, so I'm going to pass it on to my colleagues, see what they have to ask and what they have to say. So I wish you a lot of luck, Mr. Isabella. You have a long road ahead of you.
I do. I'm also being a godfather.
Put your life back together.
Yes.
So I wish you a lot of luck in doing that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Rodriguez. Councilman Martinez, did you have any questions? Okay, I just had a couple questions. Mr. Zarella, one of these things took place with your sister with the poem. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I did.
Have you talked to her? I see a lot of letters of support here from family members, but I couldn't sort out which sister that was with. So I just wanted to know what your situation is with her. Like, are you talking to her?
Yeah, we talk on the phone all the time.
You apologize to her? She's forgiven you for what happened with that cell phone situation? She got injured.
Yeah, she did. And we were arguing over our dogs.
And the dogs.
I didn't mean to hurt her.
Yeah.
The dogs, we were separating the dogs.
Yeah.
And she went to one side of the bed, and I kept my dog on one side of the bed. And I threw my phone on the bed because I didn't want to drop it on the floor. So I threw the phone on the bed, and it bounced and hit her.
No, you threw it at her.
We were never bad terms. She moved to Argentina. She's in Argentina, and they don't let her see me on camera, but we talk on the phone all the time.
Okay.
And she's praying for me. She might be watching right now also.
Okay.
But yeah, no, we grew up.
Reconcile that situation.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So what about all these other family members that wrote the letters? Are there people in this area that are still here?
Yeah, my father, my mother, my sister Angela, my aunt. Yes, they all in
I just want to make sure that, because I see you have a lot of support, so I make sure physically there are people here.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on what's going on. Okay.
Yeah, my father didn't write because his English is not the best.
No, I got the picture of a lot of letters, so I understood that you have strong family support by the letter.
Yes, all my family are Connecticut, yes.
Okay. All right, sir. There's other questions I have. So what's going to happen now is we're going to deliberate. You can listen. Please don't interrupt. And when we're done, we'll give you our answer, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Councilmember Rodriguez.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. about this was a serious offense, but he had no prior history of and no prior history. He's got no releases basically out of whatever works. He's currently in barbering school. Seems like he can take that trade up when he does get out. He's taken tier 2 for his drug addiction issues, and he was a very serious drug. It is a drug that does cause hallucination, those kinds of things. That was in a very mental state during the time of this offense. I think it would be beneficial for Mr. Zarella to be able to have the support and supervision on the outside. And I'm going to be supporting the discretionary parole today, so that he can get back in treatment if he needs to, do what he needs to do. Yeah, I also want to hear what my colleagues have to say as well. It's got sponsorship with his family. He's got strong family support based on the support that we received and looked at. And that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, I agree. You know, on all the things that you said, he's expressed remorse and apologized that there was an incident where he had an argument with his sister. Sounds like he was under influence at that time too, and accidentally hit him with a phone, but sounds like he worked that out with his family. I think there was letters for everybody in there. So I'm in agreement with you. Some of the programs, I would like to see him, continue with mental health evaluation and treatment as deemed necessary, and maybe anger management. It didn't take anger management inside, and maybe that can help him with that. Cool. Thanks. Let's see what panel members have a chance to say.
So, I am coaching with the Rabbits. It's big.
Okay.
The charges are very serious.
True.
He's just being very, he says he's sorry, but he knew the neighbors that lived there, he knew who they were. He still went and did all those swear words plus of me.
It's very disturbing to me.
Yes, so for me, I'm denying, and yes, he's rated moderate. He's doing programs, but I'm denying the nature of the prior offense.
Yeah, and I think, Reedus and I both recognize how harmful things that he said were probably to those neighbors.
We can start out with that.
Yeah, it's just awful things that have been said.
Yeah.
So it sounds like we have a majority decision. So I'm going to make a motion in regards to Michelle Zarella, inmate number 443864. I make a motion to grant discretionary parole on or after today, June 13th, 2025. Following conditions in addition to the standard parole conditions: mental health evaluation and treatment as deemed necessary, and community-based treatment for anger management.
No contact with them.
And no contact with the victim, SB. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay. The motion carries by majority decision. Okay, Mr. Zarella, did you hear what happened?
Yes, I didn't understand much if I was approved or not.
Yeah, it was approved by, it's 2 out of 3, so it gets approved by majority decision.
Okay.
The facts of the case and what happened are disturbing, reading what you said.
I understand.
Okay. All right. So, you've been granted discretionary parole on or after today, so you'll receive all this in writing, and we'll start figuring out how this is going to work, okay?
Okay, so I was approved, right?
Yes, it was, sir.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it very much. Thank
Well,
you, sir.
there we go. As I always say, stay blessed and stay free.